Hi guys, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to set up your challenger for success. So what I started doing, and I recommend that all of you guys do, is set it up in your Google Drive, a challenger section, and then put all of your resources, prep, everything that you need in that separate folder in your Google Drive. It will make your life a lot easier. I'm not the best at organization and systems and all of that jazz, but today I took the time and I set it up, and I know that it's going to work really, really well and fully prepare my challengers for their upcoming challenge. So let me just show you guys what mine looks like so you can get an idea. Okay, so all right, I go to let's go back. Go to my drive. Okay, I'm gonna go to my team. This is everything for my business, and then I'm gonna go to my challengers. Okay, so you have a challenger. Oh my gosh, this is your first challenger. Now what? Okay, so the first thing I have is the new customer now what document. Okay, so how to get your new challenger started right. This is really important, and we really want to create a crisp, easy, duplicatable process so that you can teach your coaches the same process. So first things first is, as soon as a challenger signs up with you, we're going to send them the new challenger welcome document within 24 hours. This is and it's in the link right here. I have it set up right here with my information, but if you go back to the new customer, this is the generic one. So once you get this, you will just need to update it with your information. So this is what it looks like with mine. So this is the first email they're going to get from you. Okay? So you're telling them you're super excited to get started, and here's what we can do while we wait for your stuff to arrive. Here's how you sign into Team Beachbody. Text me when you get everything. I put my phone number in there. And then here's what you can expect from the group. This is really big. Setting that expectation for your challengers so then they don't just get into the challenge group and you're like, oh, why is my challenger never posting? Well, maybe that expectation wasn't clearly set. So we're going to be setting those expectations and letting them know that this is what you're going to be responsible for in the challenge group. So you're giving them your support and then giving them the best times to reach. So for them to reach you. So mine is 5 to 7 in the morning and 5 to 9 at night. So that's the best time that I'm going to be able to, contact with my challengers. Okay. And you're going to let them know that you're going to get on a Zoom call. So have them to get that downloaded. And then we're going to talk about your meal plan. You're going to tell them about if you use the participation point system to win prizes in the challenge group. You're going to tell them about the different apps that they can download. So this is something that you're sending them this document, and then you can talk to them about it if they have any questions. So they are looking through this. You don't need to go step by step with them. And then again, this is what you're expecting from them. So they're going to see this. Okay, so here's what I expect from you. A written description of your goals, and fill this out to your Google form. Okay, I recommend that everyone does a Google form. I just created it. It was super easy. You can ask me to see mine, and then you can adjust it on that. So they'll be reading this, and then they'll click, oh, Google form. So instead of clicking it, I'll send you, this is where mine is. Okay, so this is what it'll bring them to. So you want to change a life. So I have a little blurb about me. This is personal. This tells my story and how I got started in running challenge groups and what the first challenge group did for me. So I recommend that I can help you set up with the Google form, but take this description area to be authentically you. You shouldn't say my words, because we just have different story. I'm really specific. I've been an athlete. I got lazy when I graduated college. things about me. And if that's not your story, you can't have that in there, you know? So a little blurb about your story, okay? And then this is super simple down here. This is to get that background information that you might not know right away, or even if you do know it, it's getting it all into one place, right? Okay, so you're going to be asking for their email, their name, you know, what their Facebook is, so you can easily add them to the group, their Instagram. What are you doing, Dexter? Sorry. And, you know, what's your favorite way to sweat? Like if they're a big runner, if they like to, I don't know, dance. And then I know you've talked about your struggles with health and fitness, but now you have it in one place and you can always refer back to that later. And then you're just asking them questions like this. They've already committed and whatnot. Okay. You know, asking them if they've ever tried Shakeology, how ready they are to make this change. Okay. So this is just going to be good little note for you to have, okay? So let's go back to where we were going through this form. Okay, this is where you tell them about the group. You guys, 2 to 5 minutes. That's all you need, 2 to 5 minutes to just check in the group. I did my workout, comment on someone else's, and boom, done. It's that simple. That we're going to check in at least once a week. Taking a before picture. And then positivity. This is a judgment-free zone. We're all here trying to support each other. Give them some resources for that positivity. Also, letting them know about Shakeology HD. So they're not like, whoa, it's going to ship next month, you know. What else is on here? Things that they can get started, clearing out some junk food, let your friends and family know what you're doing, schedule a time you can do your workout. You guys, it takes 5 to 7 days for them to ship. You shouldn't just like, oh, they buy it and then you don't talk to them until they get it, you know? We want them to be actively doing things and asking questions. So awesome, great. Let's do this, boom. Okay, so that's that welcome email, or sorry, yeah, that new challenger welcome that you're going to send them immediately after they sign up. Next thing you're going to do to set up your challenger for success is set up a one-on-one Zoom call, okay? You guys, this isn't that scary. I know it sounds a little scary maybe if talking to, you know, if this is someone who's in your cold market. I actually love doing it, and the more you do it, and if you're one of my coaches, we've done Zoom calls, but the more you do it, the more you get used to it. So what are we gonna talk about on the Zoom call? Great question. So first of all, we want to keep this to 20 to 30 minutes. We don't want you to talk their ear off for an hour. Value their time, okay? They took the time out of their day to, you know, learn about this and really put their health and fitness first. Let's not like use up their entire day, okay? So you're gonna ask them what excites them about the challenge, what scares them, what do they have any fears, doubts, what kind of obstacles they have, things like that. And then this is good because you're just gonna ask them that simple question, and then that'll engage in conversation, and then you can squash any fears that they might have, and then you can give them solutions to little easy fixes that they might be worried about. That's really not a big deal. Okay, and then most importantly, you're going to ask, what is your goal? And you're going to ask them to dig down deep into it. Why do they want to lose 5 pounds? Why, like, what do they need? What is going to fulfill them and make them happy? Okay, and so then you'll be keeping track of that as well. Okay. And okay, the last thing you're going to do on the call is show them Beachbody On Demand, how to access their workouts, Fixate, nutrition, blog. Great. Okay, so let's go back to my Google Drive because this is super helpful. Okay, so first things first, I have a folder for my challenge group that they will be added in. We'll go back to that in a second. And then group prep. So while I'm on the call with them, I'm going to share my screen and go through Beachbody On Demand. I don't need to do that for you guys. You guys know what Beachbody On Demand looks like. and how to access everything, you were going to show them that and talk about it and, get an idea of what program they want to do. Okay. So yes, you're going to talk about Beachbody On Demand. If you don't get a chance to, get to that part, maybe there's a time constraint or I don't know, something happened. I created a video. I recommend you do it too, but you can send them mine if you want. And this goes through Beachbody On Demand, the nutrition guides, and so on, and how to log on. And then, okay, so then you will go through, I have a containers and prep. Okay, so these are great resources that you can share with your challenger. So I would start by going with them and explaining to them what the containers really are. Okay, and so this is just a little PDF of what container is what food group and how to figure out your own calorie level. So then you know which group you're in and how many containers you need, okay? So this is a great resource. And then there is, the 21-day fix, a quick little shopping guide. Sorry, it's taking forever. Easy, quick foods. And then this is like the bigger list that you see in Beachbody On Demand. So it's a complete grocery list. This is a grocery list template. And then some easy recipes. And then this one is a sample 7-day meal plan. So if they want to see what that will look like, this is kind of like a sample of, things I can eat, how it'll be, spread out, and so on. So these are great resources that after the call, I will share this with all of them. So if we talked about stuff and they're like, oh my God, I totally want to see that, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do that, boom. I'm going to share these files. I'm going to email it to them, be like, hey, this is what we talked about on the call today. How do I get out of here? Okay, so then let's go back. So we showed them those resources. I'm going to talk to them a little bit about Shakeology. I'm going to inform them on the benefits and the ingredients of Shakeology. Excuse me, give them this to look at and tell them why this isn't just a protein shake and how beneficial and life-changing these ingredients really are in these nutrients. And then there's a quick little video from Darren Oline over here, and then recipes. How do I make my Shakeology? This is something that's really important to talk about because at the end of our challenge, we want people to continue with Shakeology. We want them to continue with having that daily dose of dense nutrition. So we really got to help them with how to make it. So you can ask what kind of fruits they like, how you always mix a fruit with your shake, and so on. And then lastly, I have meal plan templates, okay? So if you hover over, this one is the meal plan for $1,200 to $1,499, the first plan. This one is for the second. Why isn't it showing? The third, and the fourth. Okay, so my challenger, we figured out her calorie bracket on the call, and she's in the first one. So I would click this open and walk through with her what your schedule of eating is going to look like, how important it is to do a breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner snack, and how those not smaller, but perfectly portioned 6 meals of your day. And I love this because you'll have them put in weekly what the week is, what their program is, and then they can see how many of each that they need. It's all right there, color coordinated. So if time permitting, you can either, just send them this meal plan, but what I want to start doing is walking with them. Okay, what do you have for breakfast now? Or what do you like to have? And then kind of talk about, we can even show them the list again, right? The little breakfast options, and then walk through with them the best options with breakfast foods that they enjoy and that will, fit the dimensions of this program. So that's a really great thing to have. And then you can share it with them. So then, maybe you can look at it each week with them. That would be great. Okay. So the meal plans. And then here's just another one I found that maybe people would like to use if they don't like the other one. yeah, just kind of like that day. It's a daily meal planner. A little different, but I just thought I'd add that in there. Okay. So again, I would share those things that we talked about with the challenger. So let's go back. Excuse me. Okay, so that's everything you're going to talk about on the call. Literally 30 minutes tops. You can do it. So what do we do after we have the Zoom call? Then we're going to add them to the challenge. So you go into your Facebook group, add them in, okay? And then what I just said, share the files in an email. Great, so they have it too. And then send them a written note or a little goodie to, thank them for trusting you as your coach. And this personalizes it, so it's not like you didn't just buy off the Beachbody website. You got from me, and I'm going to help you reach your goals. Like, we're going to do this together. It's a good idea to get those little energized packets so you can send those as gifts. Then maybe like a food journal or something from Amazon Prime. Lastly, give them an amazing experience. So this is all the beginning of getting them prepped. What do you do during the challenge? Oh my gosh, I have like something in my throat. Hold on. Okay. So what do you do during the challenge? This was a great idea that my coach started implementing. Okay, so I go into my challenge group and I have everyone's goals written down. I'm still going through it, but this is a template that everyone should use, okay, with their challengers. It's a great way to stay organized. I have my challengers' names here. Wow, sorry. This is going crazy. I have their long-term goals. I'm still getting everyone's right now. I have the personal development book that they're reading. And then I'm going to put in their calorie bracket, the program that they're committing to. Great, what did I do? Sorry. The program that they're committing to. Let's see if it'll go over a little nicely. How about I try it like this? Their calorie bracket, program they're committing to. If they sent me their before photo, the order date, so you can keep track of their HD to remind them, and then your check-in progress. So I would write down, I checked in with her 9/14 because I checked in with her today, and then maybe next time I checked in with her 9/18, and then say struggling with snacking. Okay, because that's something we talked about that she's having a hard time with. So I'm going to go out of my way to kind of give her some tips, some solutions, send her some things that will help her with that struggle. That's a good way to keep track. Obviously, I need to go in and fill all this out. But yeah, so I really like that. And yeah, and then this is the point system that I mentioned earlier. That is a great thing to start doing. Okay, so in my group, we have 1 point for Shakeology, 1 point for a workout, and you get 2 points for responding to the personal development post because we're doing a book club, so it's like the book club post. And then you get 5 bonus points if you do like the bonus action, okay? And then we're doing a big prize for the top winners. But yeah, so I really recommend kind of organizing this and kind of setting up your challengers in your Google Drive. But yeah, that's like how I'm starting to set up my challengers for success, and I just wanted to share that with all of you guys. All right, have a great day.